What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Everybody always talks about messing off the money, messing off the bag, and I understand it. I understand it totally. I get it, man. That there are situations that we can be in where it can potentially set us up to be financially set and stable for life, or and it's not just for you; it's for your family and just generations. And so, if a mistake is made, and I'm not talking about a mistake that gets made just, hey man, you didn't try to do it, you was accident, you got caught up. I mean, when you are just on a path of doing reckless things that you don't have to do, then they say, oh man, he getting ready to trick off the bag. Cool. But I want to say this here, man, because we put so much emphasis on the money and all that. More important than tricking off the bag is tricking off your life, man, tricking off your future. And when you start to cross over into that realm where you are doing things so out of pocket, so reckless that you now start to put yourself in a danger zone in terms of just your life in general or your freedom, then the bag becomes secondary. You know, the bag becomes something that is shouldn't be the priority because you can lose money. You can lose money, man. You can, we've all had situations where we've had some bread and have done some things to all of a sudden not have that bread no more. But there are certain moves in life that you make that you can't get back. You can't reaccumulate this. You can't get this back. The judge slams the gavel, and all of a sudden, you looking at 50 years, or life in prison, or the death penalty, or something along those lines. And when you get to that level, or when you sink to that depth, rather, then in a lot of cases, there's not a money amount on the planet that can save you, that can get you out of it. So, while it's very important to prioritize your finances, it's more important to prioritize just how you move in life. Because once you put that as the first priority, then typically the financial side of it takes care of itself. Because now you're more in line up here to know how to not trick off the money. And I think we see that a lot with celebrities. We see that a lot with athletes, and then just get to that point where um, those of us who will say, "Man, boy, I wish I was in that position, man. I mean, these guys get these opportunities and they just blow it, man. That couldn't be me. That couldn't be me." And you might be right, because everybody thinks that they know themselves to a high degree and better than anybody else. So we look at other people's lives and say, "Well, man, I wish I could get that opportunity." But in the meantime, because you never know when you may get that opportunity, or you never know when somebody that's close to you may get that opportunity. So in the meantime, you got to do the best you can. I got to do the best I can, and try to just putting the word out and educating each other on how to move. That's more important, man. How to move. You're seeing young people, and I'm using entertainment as the main focus, but of course it applies to every field because we'll talk about rappers and athletes all day long, and I'm gonna get to my point on that. But look, man, you got people who are professional people that have worked all their life, going to school for 10, 12 years to get a certain position, and then you know they may develop a drug habit. They may start doing something else that causes that downfall, and they don't always have to be 20, 22, early 20s or something like that. It can happen to anybody. You can be 32, 33, 34 years old. You run around with somebody's wife, and just get caught up like that. Things of that nature. So it's about how you move, and But when as it relates to entertainment, you know, and athletics and sports and all that, you know, a lot of these young brothers are millionaires at 19 years old. You know, you're rapping, you got all this money at 20, 21. You got all this money. You're in the NBA at 19, 20. Got all this money, and you don't have the guidance around you. Because everybody talk about what John Moran is going through and all that. You got to have the guidance and the right kind of people who can prevent you from not just uh, messing off the bag, but messing off your whole existence and your future. You take care of that part, then everything else locks in place. So this is what we need to be teaching to our young people and teaching to each other. You know, and I don't care especially if you're out there like selling dope or whatever it is, man. It's like, forget the money because that money is an illusion. The money you making doing that is an illusion and it's very temporary. But what's also very temporary because of that lifestyle is your freedom, possibly your very existence. So y'all keep that in mind as we move forward, man. Prioritize how you move first, and then you know don't put so much emphasis on the bag. Like, oh man, you know, like that's the most important thing in life. No, the most important thing is life. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on with another one. Peace and blessings. All right.